What is happening, my amazing earth signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys, a daily love reading. I'm back with them. I know I didn't post anything last week, just needed a quick break because when you got hit with that water energy, right, you kind of definitely knock the flavor out of your mouth for a little bit, especially when you're becoming more aware of some things that you haven't been trying to be aware of, okay? Or at least you actually know. It's more of things that you realize, well, that you think were done, right? That you already completed, and they're like, nah, we never actually left. We're still here. So I wonder if a lot of you guys are feeling the same way, experiencing some things, especially going into Pisces season, because it's okay if you're not okay. This is not a season to definitely fake it till you make it, because that's when any Virgo energy. This is Piscean energy. You just gotta be for real and go with the flow and just honor those emotions, right? Because Virgos, they're strong. No matter what storm they got going on behind them, they can put it on a brave face and still do their work. But with Pisces energy, you just have to, surrender to those emotions. It's super hard to just, to just push those emotions down and do what you want to do. And Virgos are strong that way. But this season, even for them, because this is their 7th house, y'all. This is your 7th house, Virgos. Okay, obviously I'm talking the Earth signs. This is your 7th house, Capricorn. This is your 2nd. Taurus, this is your, your 10th. You guys are getting, hit in very big spots in your lives that definitely are being impacted right now. So for Taurians, this is more about career, career paths, and Capricorns, this is for you guys in regards to your value, your emotional, space. Like, do you value your emotions and, possessions and things like that? And then obviously for Virgos, relationships straight up. So I'm going to be doing something a lot differently. I'm going to be inverting my cards a little bit. I'm going to be using these as clarifiers and then using the ShadowScapes, because I think this is going to be really good for the energy. And yeah, we're going to be pulling from the wisdom, the messenger oracle actually, and just honoring whatever comes out. All of it. Anyone. See? Seek the lesson. Oh, geez. That's a big one. All right, let's see. What are we getting to seek the lesson for? Seek the lesson talks about like looking for the message behind the situation. Like I was saying, right? Everybody's getting hit with some things that everybody thought they were done with, or they were getting hit with some situations, some problems that that haven't really gone away. And it's always about seeking the lesson instead of reacting to what's going on, because the bigger picture is what's most important instead of looking at the tiny details at this moment, right? So, oh geez. So we got a lot of cards coming out. 10 of Swords, Justice, Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and Strength. Oh my goodness. I know what all this is saying to you. It's kind of sad. And it's really difficult. Somebody here somebody either got betrayed, ended something abruptly, and it definitely was, devastating. It was a shock to the system. And I think that the situation was that somebody never really forgave the other person, because when justice comes up, that can talk about, not holding grudges, but something, needing to be balanced, things needing to be corrected. And that usually can come from an apology. They can come from coming with a solution. It can come from forgiveness. And some of this is a mixture of both, not forgiving yourself, not forgiving the other person. And not just because there's resentment or anger, because I think there's a lot of love, because you have the Queen of Wands that's coming up in here, and the Queen of Wands only acts from love. She only acts, from a genuine place, right? That's what makes her so authentic. And this person's coming from a very authentic place, but their emotions of pain are being influenced, are being used in a very inspiring and creative way. Now, this could be you, this could be somebody else, but I feel like this is really somebody that's embodying that, the pain that they've experienced and using that kind of fuel to create a beautiful abundant life. And I feel like there's a lot of you earth signs out here that's been that's either been really badly hurt, and you guys are trying your very best to use that energy in such a creative way. But it's hard because for some of you guys want to lash out, you guys want to freak out, you want to get emotional. And for some of you guys, it's harder for you to allow yourself to go that far because, one, it's out of your control. You like to stay in a place where you guys can definitely manage those emotions and not let them just spiral out, because at the same time, you guys are trying to create a stable place in your life, and anything that you guys have right now, this is something that gives you sanity. You know, this is something that keeps you sane. You know, whether that's work, whether that's family, whether that's, you know, a current relationship, whatever it is right now, whatever, if you decided to go, if you feel, I feel like some of you guys feel like if you decided to just be you and just express and cry and freak out and do whatever, right? Do what, you know, what us other signs would do in a situation where we, you know, it was normal to have a meltdown. I think you guys are worried about having, you know, your world crumbling down. When in actuality, your world is crumbling anyway because you're, you know, because the pain was never really healed in the first place. You know, the sadness that you still feel from whatever loss you had is still plaguing your life. It's still keeping you from, it's actually keeping you from expanding and grow and being open to more, allowing those emotions to flow through you. Those emotions are exactly what's keeping you at a place of standstill. You're not digressing, but you're not improving. So, it's not, of course, it's not to say like this, you know, the person that did whatever they did to you or whatever the situation was, like, it was bad. It was horrible. And what I see is there's still a lot of cards that show that you guys are still going through that immense pain. But the lesson is not about pain. It's not about saying that you deserve it. It's not about any of that. I feel like the lesson may be that no matter what happens, your emotions still matter, right? Your emotions still mean a great deal. They still have a ton of value, which is why the Page of Pentacles is coming back up, because I think this is really looking at your emotions and really considering them. And I think you guys have been considering them. I don't think it's not like you guys haven't been. I think you guys have really been taking a look at them and really figured out how much your emotions have actually gotten you to a wonderful place, right? Gotten you to a really good place. It was a lot of work, a lot of diligence, but it got you to a good place. However, it's still, it's kind of like a cage that that you also put yourself in at the same time. It's a really weird, like, it's really weird. Like, it's empowering, but it's also disempowering all at the same time. Because of course your accomplishments are showing you that you can do amazing things no matter what devastation hits your front door. But at the same time, with it not, acknowledging what hit your front door, and not necessarily coming to terms with it, but allowing yourself to just feel it all out. You know what I mean? Just like let it just flow right through you. It also keeps you from expanding further, because that's, bravery is attached to your emotions. Feeling brave, being brave, having strength, they're all attached to those emotions. And I think that's the thing that's kind of keeping everything stuck at this moment. So if you've been feeling stuck, like you can't improve, like you can't move forward, there's something in regards to having that bravery that you need, that you realize that obviously I think you guys see that you deserve better, see that you deserve more, that you honestly can aspire to greater and better things. It's just harder to do that because their bravery is also having bravery is also an emotion to have. It's a mindset that definitely would shift your emotions, and it's hard to do that when there's something else that's there that's keeping you from being able to be that brave, right? Or to take that leap of faith, because it's going to require trust. And I think there was the reason why I said betrayal in the very beginning, because there is a lack of trust that's come up in this reading that shows that. You only rely on yourself when the Queen of Wands comes up. You rely on yourself to do everything. Queen of Pentacles too. She doesn't, she's good at delegating. She's good at, giving commands. But the Queen of Wands, she's independent 100%. She'll do it on her own. She doesn't delegate it. She doesn't do any of that. She's not that communicative like that. She's like, let me just do it on my own. I got this. I got enough power on my own back to do it. And the Queen of Pentacles can do the same thing. She can delegate. I see her as the ability to kind of manage things, and she's good at doing it. The Queen of Wands, she's just like, I got this myself. And you guys have been like that. And I think for some of you guys, either you guys are in a relationship where you guys are already like, there has been betrayal in a relationship, or you guys have been divorced, you guys are separated right now, or you guys are trying to figure out who you are at this moment despite some sort of separation or some sort of ending of a situation. But the lesson is that the problem isn't you, the problem isn't even the other person. The problem right now is trusting again. This is the biggest one. And the only way you're going to be able to trust anything again, the only way you're going to be able to trust anything at all is by starting with yourself. Because I think, especially considering I have Earth sign family, and I'm got Earth energy myself, I think the biggest thing that we realize when we are hurt the most is how much we've let ourselves get that hurt. you know. And I think that the responsibility of protecting ourselves is so big and so, you know, is so important to us. It's important to earth signs, especially, and especially you guys, right? That, you know, because you have such strong boundaries, you know, Capricorns with your traditions, Virgos with, you know, your precision, right? And Taurians with, you know, with structure. Like, those boundaries were there in place to protect you guys. And when those falter, I think that what it looks like here, that it makes you feel like you can't trust yourself with certain things, even though you've shown that you obviously can do amazing things and you've improved your boundaries in a very good way. So good, in fact, that it's keeping you back, you know. And I think it's hard to you know, trust yourself again more than anything else, because you know that you set those boundaries, you had all those things in place, and yet they didn't work, right? They feel like they didn't work. And I feel like it's not, because this is not about failure or, you know, anything like that. This is obviously, we are on this earth to learn and experience life. And I think it's too hard on yourselves to continue to beat yourself up for something that was out of your control or was in your control. And, you know, and honestly, it may have happened a long time ago, may have happened recently. You guys really are beating yourselves up, or you guys are keeping yourselves back because that lack of trust is there. Whether that is with someone else or with something outside of yourself, or really ultimately with you. And I think the lesson here is that obviously that everything happens for a reason, and it's not to hurt you, it's not to damage your ego, it's not to make you feel like shit. It's ultimately about making yourself stronger, seeing how much you're worth. Sometimes we gotta get kicked to the very bottom in order to see how much we, you know, how much we mean to ourselves. And I don't think you guys got kicked to the bottom because you guys weren't appreciating yourselves, but I definitely think that this process of going up, of getting to this point where you guys are stable, you guys are definitely more confident in yourself, you guys have achieved so much and put in so much work in your lives, that it's, you know, that you deserve so much happiness, and you deserve to allow your emotions to be free. You deserve to be vulnerable sometimes. You know, you deserve to be vulnerable at any time that you want to, and you don't have to have a brave face. You know, you don't have to hide it. You don't have to suppress it, because Pisces season is not about suppression. It's about surrendering, being. And I think the biggest thing right now is like, it's like, yes, trusting yourself to be vulnerable when you need to be vulnerable. And that's hard, right? That's a hard thing to even do, but it's not impossible, fam. It really ain't. All right. So this is your message this time around, Earth signs. Definitely deep. I'm going to definitely let you guys go, though. Thank you all so very much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel as well, and clicking the bell to watch these daily videos whenever they come out. I love you all. Take care, and I'll see y'all real soon.